is your full guide to building a physique that you can be proud of. So, I'm not going to bullshit you here. I'm going to keep this extremely valuable and extremely, I'm not going to waste your time, right? So, you need to understand there is 3 stages to building a physique that you can be proud of. Right now, currently, you see my transformation, right? I showed you when I was skinny fat and now I'm way better than like before, right? So that used to be me. So basically, how you make this transformation is, and also I think 4 years from now I'll have my dream physique. Like it will look so good. It will look like an Instagram model, right? And I know what I'm doing is correct because I'm doing I've learned about it meticulously and I've condensed all of that knowledge in this one video. So this is the one video you need no matter what level you're at, like advanced, beginner, intermediate, it does not matter. I am going to give you helpful advice. That is it, right? If you just turn your brain off, listen to what I say, and you will currently you don't know how to actually you don't have a plan, and I'm just going to give you the plan and you can just follow it, just blindly follow it and watch what happens, right? So let's begin. There is 7 aesthetic muscles that you need to target when you are training. So when you are training to get a good physique that makes you look good, because I know why you clicked on this video. You don't want to get big, like big, them big jacked bodybuilders, right? You don't want to get that big. But the thing is, you still want to look good. And the way you look good is you train specifically to look good. Most people, what is the bullshit advice that you hear online? What is it? Like maybe you're new. If you're new, then just listen to me. But if the chances are you are not new, and there's some intermediate people who are watching this video right now who've already researched, right? And it's like they watch people who say, "Oh, just compound lifts, 5 times a week, 5 reps, 5 sets," and they always recommend bullshit like bench press, deadlifts, squats, and those are the only 3 exercises that you need to get jacked. And you know what? They are correct. Those are the only 3 exercises you need to get big and jacked. But those are not the exercises that will get you looking good. There is a difference. There is a big difference. And you clicked on this video specifically, I'm doing some assuming here, to look good. You want to look good. Admit that you want to look good. You are not going to the gym for yourself. Do not bullshit to yourself. This is the first part of this module, right? This chapter of your life, which is the physique. It's affirming to yourself you are not going to the gym to for yourself, right? You are going to the gym to attract other people. That is why you're going to the gym. Affirm it to yourself. If you have 2 testicles, admit that to yourself. That is why you are starting the gym, right? And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you in this video. How to make progress towards getting the dream physique. Because I already know that I'm going to get my dream physique. Give me 4 years. Give yourself 4 years and you will get it. Right? So, let's begin. There are 7 aesthetic muscles. And they are neck, upper traps, lats, lateral delts, upper chest, biceps, and abs. So here is the 7 aesthetic muscles. I don't know if you can see that. Take a picture of that, right? Take a picture of that. Those are the 7 aesthetic muscles. And if you train in a way where you target all of these muscles, you will end up developing a physique that is attractive. Part 1, mindset. This is the part of the video that you should not skip. I recommend watching this video in order because this is the mindset part. And then you have the parts where I actually tell you what to do, right? So, mindset, let's begin. You need to realize you won't get fast results. You are not going to, in the first, few weeks, yes, you will see fast results, but you cannot expect fast results all the way, or else you will quit. Let me tell you a quick story, right? On January 1st, I went to the gym as normal. I see so like the gym is packed. Wait, like my gym's huge, right? Bro, today I saw so many, like on that day, I saw so many people, so many more people. And it's because it's like about new year, new me. And they came in and they work out, right? 3 weeks later, it's been 2 weeks right now, right? But 3 weeks later, I don't see any of them. Like most of them are gone. And it's like, because they give up so quickly, everyone gets the motivation to like, oh yeah, new year, new me, new year's resolutions, guys. And they go to the gym and they make like minimal progress. They get demotivated and then they quit. If you need to realize, bro, your dream physique minimum is going to be 3 to 4 years, like minimum. So you need to strap in for a long ride because this is not going to be easy. It has never been easy. Anything good, anything of value has never been easy and it never will, right? But you will make faster progress if you listen to me. And why is that? Because I've meticulously, like I've researched into every like bit and I've come to a conclusion and now I know and I've learned more than so many people. So far, what I've said is don't focus on like the push pull. Not push pull legs, like training, bench press, deadlift, squats. Like, I'm not saying don't do those exercises. They are very good exercises, right? But the thing is, don't like, oh, just 3 exercises. That is not how you get an attractive physique. So that's the mindset part done. My point in that mindset part is all about you understanding that this will not be easy. It will be a hard journey. You'll have to train, you will have to push maybe 300, 400, 500 workouts to failure to actually see some results in life. So if you want to see, how bad do you want it? Let me ask you, how bad do you want it? Do you want it so bad that you want to attract everyone? You want to feel confident in your own skin. You want to walk around like you already know that you have the dream physique. If you want to get to that point, you need to want it bad enough. You want to have to put in the work to get that. So that's the mindset part done. I hope you've understood that this shit is not easy, right? Second, let's go into the training. So there are 2 phases. You have the bulking phase. And then you have the cutting phase. Bulking and cutting. I'm assuming that you're a complete beginner. But if you're intermediate, you should already know what this is. And this is just a recap. Do not skip this part. Because there is still things that you're going to learn in this part. So don't have an ego and skip this part. Because I know like some of my friends, past friends, I don't speak to them anymore because they're just average mid. I don't speak to mid. I don't speak to average people, but do not skip this part. But they'll have an ego and they'll skip this part thinking that but their physique's kind of shit. So you've gotten basically no results in life. So don't skip this part, right? So bulking and cutting, right? Bulking is when you gain size, you put on weight. You gain weight and you put on muscle mass. So to put on muscle mass, I'll explain how that works, right? But not now. I'll explain what bulking and cutting is, and then I'll explain how to actually destroy your muscle and what to eat, and then like all of that shit, right? So let's go. So bulking is a phase where you are gaining weight. And how do you gain weight? You have your maintenance calories. So everything is measured in calories, right? You have your maintenance. Here's your maintenance, right? That's your maintenance, right? When you eat above your maintenance, you're going to bulk. As in you're going to gain weight. Because maintenance is basically the calories that you eat to maintain the weight that you are at right now. For example, if you are 60 kilograms right now, you have to eat a certain amount of calories depending on your height and like your activity levels to maintain that weight. But if you want to bulk, you're going to have to eat more calories than your maintenance weight to gain weight. And to cut is basically a weight loss phase. These are two, bulking and cutting are both tools that will help you in your fitness transformation, right? So it's crucial that you understand what they mean. Cutting is where you go below baseline. So here is maintenance and you go below baseline. You see that? That's cutting, right? That's what happens when you cut, right? So now you need to understand, why would someone go on a bulk? Why would someone go on a weight gain phase? And why would someone go on a cut, like a weight loss phase? And I will explain exactly what you need to do depending on your circumstance. So bulking, the whole point of bulking is to put on muscle mass. That is the single biggest thing in weightlifting, is to put on muscle mass. And the biggest, most efficient way to put on muscle mass as fast as possible is to bulk. Is to eat more calories, especially if you're growing right now and you're a teenager. You need to be on a bulk, and that is exactly what I'm doing right now. My cut is not due till like 2 or 3 years from now. So maybe I'll have like a mini cut in between, but 2 or 3 years from now, I'll go on a proper like big cut, right? When I've built the foundation. The foundation is the muscle mass, right? So most likely the biggest misconception that I'm going to break right now, bro. Wait, give me 1 second, because my throat is extremely dry. Anyway, as I was saying, the biggest misconception that you have right now is getting a six-pack. I know you've searched up video, like everyone watching this video has searched up, oh, how to get a six-pack, six-pack workouts, 5 minutes. Like, no, fuck that. Get that out of your mind. That is quick results. That doesn't work. That's not gonna work. What you need to do is understand, the biggest misconception that you have right now is to get a six-pack. Now, most likely, if you're fat, and I'll put up a picture of fat, then you need to cut down, like lose weight. But if you are skinny fat, like I was, what you need to do is not cut. You need to go on a big bulk. And I'll explain why. So bulking, I'm going to draw this visually so you can understand, right? So here's you. That's you, right? Bulking will make you bigger. Bigger. It will make you bigger, right? It'll make you bigger. Bulking will make you bigger, and you will gain muscle mass if you train hard in the gym. And also, but you will still gain a bit of fat depending on how fast you bulk, right? Like, what is your weight gain rate? Like, how many kilograms do you gain per week? And I explain all of that. And bulking, the whole point is to put on muscle mass, right? So when you eat above your maintenance calories and you train hard, you will gain muscle mass and you will gain a little bit of fat depending on how much you eat. And that is the whole point of bulking. Cutting is when you take the same guy, the big guy. So I'm going to draw like the bulked up version of you. Like, you are proper like bulked up. You like, you're really big. And you cut down. You cut down to a lower weight. My drawings are incredible, bro. Yeah. You cut down to a lower weight. So there's you bulked up, and you can see more fat gain. Like, you can see muscle, but you can see fat. And there's you cut down. You can see the abs, you can see the bicep, and you can see this shit, right? Forgive my drawings, bro. I failed art, bro. This is why I don't pick it at GCSE, bro. Anyway, as I was saying, that's the whole point, right? So you bulk to gain muscle mass, and you cut to reveal the muscle mass. So how do you decide when to bulk or cut? You bulk when you are skinny or skinny fat, and you cut when you are fat. So I'll put up a picture so you can understand. Here's the picture where you need to bulk. This is the picture, right? And here's the picture where you need to cut, right? So those two pictures that I just showed you are the pictures that you need to bulk for. If you look like anything close to that level, you need to bulk. And anything like to the second picture, like the third picture that I showed you, where it's like you're like fat, like this is like you're fat, bro. That's when you to cut, right? So now you know when to bulk, when to cut. So basically, actionable step now. Go on to this website. It is called calorie.net, right? So, or calculator.net, whatever. Just search it up. Go on there, put in your age, put in your height, put in your activity level, which should be like 5 to 6 times a week, because the training program that I'm going to give you is 5 to 6 times a week, right? So you need to do that now. Pause the video, do it now. Okay, so you've done it. You know your maintenance calories. If you want to bulk and you need to bulk, depending on the video, like the pictures that I just showed you, eat 300 calories to 500 calories above your maintenance. If you need to cut down, eat 300 to 500 calories below maintenance. This is simple maths, right? So that is basically how you need to bulk or cut, right? So you know what bulking and cutting is now. Now we'll go on to the actual muscle building part. This is the fun bit, right? So the workout routine. If you go to the gym, just follow this workout routine. I'm going to put it up right now. No questions asked. Just follow that routine. Turn your brain off. The biggest mistake that you're going to make, mark my words seriously, right? The biggest mistake you're going to make on this journey is overthink. Do not overthink. Under any circumstance, don't start overthinking about your like training. Oh, optimum creatine 5 grams and 1 gram of protein. Jeff Nippard said this. No, do not overthink, okay? Because this is what kept me complacent for so long of my journey, and I wasted so much time. So when I clocked on, oh my god, bro, I need to chill, bro. Sheesh. When I clocked on to like, it's just passion, bro. Because like, I get so pissed when I see people waste time like I did, right? So do not overthink. Just follow the routine that I've given you, right? Just search up form videos and you'll just learn the routine in no time. That routine will give you the aesthetic physiques. That just follow that routine. If you go to the gym, that is the workout routine that you need to follow, right? If you're planning on going to the gym, right? Do that. Done. And if you are a home workout guy, follow this routine that I'm going to put up now. There's the 2 workout routines. So if you're a home workout guy, follow that. If you're a gym workout guy, follow that. So there you go. That's simple. Like I could have spent 10 minutes explaining that shit, but it doesn't even need that. So follow those 2 routines. Do not overthink, because you know what happens when you overthink? You make some progress. You make progress, but it's not enough to see the results of the progress, right? But then after like 3 weeks, you just give up and then you switch it around because you're not seeing results fast enough. And then you just reset all of the momentum that you had. Please, just listen to me carefully. Turn your brain off. If you're a beginner or if you're even intermediate, just follow the routine that I've given you and you'll get the dream physique, the aesthetic body. Because I researched this shit. I'm distilling the knowledge to you in the most simple way possible. Please, okay? Just listen to me. Stop overthinking. Turn your brain off. Show up to the gym and do that workout. So, in terms of training now, this is where I actually have to go into some technical details. Don't care about 1 rep in reserve, like RIR and all of this scientific bullshit. Just don't do this, right? Follow that workout. On the first 2 sets, it needs to be that amount of reps that I've just shown you on that workout routine, right? And then on the 3rd set, push it to failure. Failure is when you cannot do another rep. It's when you cannot do another rep. That is what is failure. That is the definition of failure. You can't do another rep. You're trying so hard and you can't do another rep. Like you are screaming, like a gun pointed to your mother's head, you still could not finish that rep. That is failure. Do that and you will make gains. That is simple as that, right? In terms of progressive overload, week one, there's two ways to progressive overload. Progressive overload is basically, if you're a retard and you don't know how this works, here's like the retard explanation, right? Like if you don't know anything, if you're a noob, here's the explanation. Progressive overload, why should you do it? See, look, the first time you work out, I remember when I was so sore the first time I worked out. That's because my muscles have not adapted yet to that level of workout, right? So that is the first workout. The second workout, you need to do a little bit more to add more resistance so your body can continually adapt. So the first workout, maybe you're doing 10 push-ups. Second workout, maybe you should just increase it to 11, 12. So now your body pushes a little bit more. And the whole point is, over years and years and years and years, you push, you keep progressively overloading, and that's how you gain strength. That's how you gain muscle mass. That is the most simplest explanation. Your body needs resistance and like actual stimulus, like the muscle growth stimulus to gain muscle, right? And the way you do that is you progressively overload. How do you do this? There's two ways. There's adding weight and there is adding reps. Now, I wouldn't add weight just yet. I would add reps first. So, for example, the workout routines that I just showed you, it says 10 to 15 rep range, right? So you start at 10 and then at your peak progressive overload, you're at 15. So what I recommend doing is something like this, right? So week one, so I'll just write 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do it for 1 month, right? This is what like a optimal progressive overload would look like. Let's say you started at 10 reps, 10, 10, 10. On week one, you did one exercise for 3 sets, right? As I said, in the workout routine, and you do it for 10 reps each set, right? Week 2 will look like 10, 10, 13. Do you see how like the last set is pushed to failure and you're increasing the last set? And then maybe week 3 is like 10, 12, 15. So like the last set, it maxes out at 15 reps, and then now you start increasing the second set's reps. Do you get me? So like, let me write this down. So I'll write this down. First, second, third. So here. So this is the number of weeks. Week 1, week 2, week 3. This is the reps for your sets. So here's your first set. The first week, first set, you're doing 10 reps, 10 reps, 10 reps. Second week, first set, you're doing 10 reps, 10 reps. And then you're doing 13. So you're progressively overloading. Do you get what I mean? And then on the third week, you're doing 10, 12, 15. Do you get how you're progressively overloading? So first you overload the last set, and then second, you overload the second set. So like once you've reached the maximum amount of limit here, 15, you move on to this one, and now it's 12. And then on the next week, it's probably going to be like 10, 15, 15. So now both of these are maxed out. And then you max out until you hit 15, 15, 15, and then when you hit 15, 15, 15, you increase the weight. That is how the optimum way to progressively overload. Do not overthink this, right? And you know why this is the optimum way to progressive overload is because if you're progressing really fast in the rep range, you can increase the weight quickly. But this will stop you from injuries. Do you know why? Because people, what they do, they ego lift and they increase the weight way too quickly and they get injuries. This will prevent injuries because you will know when to increase the weight because you're consistently hitting 15, 15, 15 on every single set, right? In terms of how long should you rest between sets, it should be 2 minutes. I do 2-minute rest for every one of my workouts. I only work out for 45 minutes. I only work out for 45 minutes. My whole workout is not even that long, but it gives me significant muscle gains because I train optimally, right? And along with that, eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, right? If you're in the UK, like me, there's the conversion, right? So how many ever kilograms you are, times it by 2, and that is the amount of protein that you need to eat per day. So in terms of diet, just don't be a retard. Eat a bunch of chicken. Don't eat a vegetarian diet. If you're a vegetarian, bro, you need to decide. Do you want the attractive physique or not? Because vegetarians, bro, I'll be honest to you, it's gonna be hard. So chicken, eggs, rice, this is all you need. And I really recommend drinking liquid calories. So like oats, like just get a blender, right? And just blend oats, banana, like calorie dense foods, oats, banana, peanut butter, milk, and just blend it and drink that. Chug that shit, bro. And it'll give you like a 3,000 calories if you're bulking. If you're cutting, eat only eggs, eat only chicken, eat lean chicken, right? Not like chicken thighs, like chicken breast, like lean, right? That's the foods that you need to be eating. The top muscle building foods of all time. The calorie shake for the calories, and for the actual muscle, like, when you train hard, you destroy the muscle, and the protein goes and repairs the muscle. I'm not even going to go into all of that detail. You don't even need to know all of that. I could have explained to you so deep. Like, if you want a more detailed version of the same guide, comment down below, right? But I'm not even, look, I am not going to waste your time here. You don't even need to do all of that. If you just follow what I've just told you, all of this stuff that I've told you so far, you will make gains. That is as simple as that, right? So I'm not trying to overcomplicate for you, right? Next, get your sleep. If you want to see, look, sleep is where most of your gains happen. So get a consistent bedtime routine. I get in bed at exactly 8:35, right? And I'm sleeping by 9:30, right? And I wake up at 6:15. That is my bedtime. It is cringe to have a bedtime for the subhuman retards. Fuck you. It does not matter. That is why you don't make any gains in the gym. It does not matter if you think having a bedtime is cringe. Bro, just it doesn't matter, bro, because I'm better than you in every single manner possible. And if your friends are telling you, having a bed, like your video game friends are telling you having a bedtime is cringe, bro, you need to get rid of those friends. Watch my other videos and your life will improve. Simple. So there's the training side, there's the recovery side, right? So overall, I've taught you how muscle building works. There's two phases, bulking and cutting. And then the workout routines I've already showed you. How to progressive overload I've told you. And that is your full guide. I hope this has helped you. And if I've missed out any details, and if you have any questions, comment down below. And I will be what am I saying, bro? I will help you, right? Just feel free to comment down below and just ask me questions. I'm grateful that you've watched this video, and I hope this video really helps you. So those workout routines that I've given you, they target all the 7 aesthetic muscles, so you don't have to worry about like, oh shit, how do I get the aesthetic like physique? How do I actually look good when I get physique? Like, it's all covered. I don't need to explain anymore. Everything is laid out to you, and I've promised, and I've given you what I've promised at the start of the video. I said I would give you the full structure, the full plan, brain dead plan. Even if you're a retard, if you just pick up the plan and you copy the workout routine, and you just eat 1 gram of protein per body weight, and you eat, sleep, lift, and you repeat and progressively overload, you will get to that dream body in 5 years, 4 years. So that is your full guide to building muscle and looking good. I hope this video has helped you. Subscribe, because you help me in growing this audience of like-minded people who want to improve their self in their life, right? And the gym is one of the biggest things that will improve your life undeniably. So I'll see you in the next one.